Welcome to Charts Today. My name is David Linton, and today's edition for Thursday, the 28th of July, comes to you from London. And I'm still on a bedside vigil at the moment, so sorry for not doing this every day. But interesting, of course, is that Fed interest rates have gone up quite significantly, up 0.75% yesterday, and the markets have reacted quite differently from what you would expect. So the dollar index fell on the announcement, so that's quite interesting. Of course, the long-term weekly and the medium-term daily trends are still very bullish, but short-term, that's just pulled back. But these trends will win out, so dollar strength is still very much the theme. The euro actually jumped on that news, on that weaker dollar, but the reality is the trends here are very bearish as well, and we've got these downside targets, and we've been bearish on the euro for some time. Sterling sitting at 121.60, so again recovering on that weaker dollar, but still has a lot of work to do on the medium and long-term trends. We were bullish this week for sterling against the euro, and that's really where we've got to. So we're seeing here that we are breaking that trend. So sterling getting the upper hand, interest rate policy in Europe just starting to have an impact. Bitcoin sitting at 22,900, really sort of stuck below the cloud here. Game over really for crypto. We've been saying that for some time. The S&P 500 index strangely jumped on the news, and the Nasdaq jumped even more. So quite interesting there. We did have disappointing results out from Facebook last night, so it'll be interesting to see how the market reacts today. We've got the futures actually flat on the S&P, down 0.5% on the Nasdaq future, so looks like we will go lower. FTSE future is up 0.25% this morning. The DAX cash market in Germany up 0.4%. Market's really taking this US interest rate rises in its stride. Asia was mostly up. The Sensex in India at 1.7%, so really looking strong there. And we'll look at the energy mix in a minute. Wheat was up 2%, finding support on the cloud there on the long term. And gold is up as well, just breaking higher on that short-term chart. We might well have found support at around that 1700 level. And silver, I noticed in my alerts this morning, silver making new 90-bar highs on the 60-minute chart, so breaking higher there too, but still medium and long-term bearish. US 10-year yield sitting at 2.8%, not really moving very dramatically on that Fed rise. So really quite interesting there. The energy mix, we've got Brent crude up strongly this morning. We've got emissions. We gave a range here on emissions. It's a €3 range. 77.50 is the level we need to break really, and so that's quite key. Looking at gas prices, we've got TTF down. So that's down 2.5%, and MBP is up slightly. So they're just decoupling a little bit. And German power down 3%, but still nudging those new highs, so looking pretty strong there. Don't forget, we're still doing our morning reports every day. So here's today's report. And again, we can see the changes there in bold and color-coded and traffic light system. And looking at the alerts, quite interesting seeing the alerts this morning. So there's just a new downside target for German power that's just ticked in. Emissions, we've got targets in both directions. Brent crude looking strong with targets to the upside. These alerts are all color-coded, so really quite key. These now new in your system. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.